Hey everyone, it's Michael from Replica Airguns, and today I have the Sig Sauer 1911 Emperor Scorpion CO2 blowback BB pistol. We're going to test it on the chronograph right now, see what kind of feet per second we get. Sig says around 300, but I'm thinking just over 300. Temperature is pretty, average in here. It's not super hot, super warm, probably about 20 degrees Celsius, maybe just over. Once I've done this test, we're going to put this gun through the accuracy portion of the test, set up a target 30 feet downrange, and put 10 rounds into it. And if you haven't checked out my tabletop video for this gun, make sure to do so. Let's get this lined up a little bit better here. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens here. 287, maybe Sig was right. 288. 286. 287, we'll do one more. We'll average that out. So yeah, Sig was closer than I expected. A lot of times these 1911 KWC 1911 type guns will shoot up in over 300 FPS. Not sure why it's shooting slower. It's really different. Maybe it's tuned to shoot more BBs per CO2, so get more shots per CO2. Just under 300 FPS is not bad. It's going to be just fine for shooting on paper targets and cans and things like that. So, just kind of plinking kind of stuff. So no problem. All right. Going to set up a paper target and see what kind of accuracy we get out of the Sig 1911. All right, everyone, I've got my fresh targets set up. I've got my Sig 1911 Emperor Scorpion loaded with 10 rounds. Going to take it off safe. We're going to see if we can get a decent grouping here. Now, this is just right out of the box. There are no sight adjustments, so hopefully this centers fairly well on the bullseye. We will find out. Okay, here we go. 10 rounds. Okay, let's go check it out. Lock back, as you can see. The first shot seemed a little weird. It almost seemed weak. I don't really know why. Now, it did center fairly well. We got pretty much most of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 came out. 6, as far as I can tell, went in. That's pretty decent. We did have sort of a straggler down here. Let's just throw that one out. I'm not sure if that was the first shot. It seemed like it just didn't have the blowback on the first shot. I don't know why. But, I mean, if you throw this one out here, whatever the weird anomaly one, we have about a 2-inch grouping at the most. This tight 6-round grouping is about an inch across because that's an 1.5 inches there. So 1.5 inches to 2 inches, really not bad at all. Other than this, it seems to me to be a little lower FPS than some of the other 1911s. I got to maybe check back and see what the other ones spec'd out at, but I seem to remember them getting into 320s, even up to 330. Now, it isn't super hot. Potentially if I was shooting them on a hotter day, because it can warm up here in the C-can, that will affect the FPS. It will increase it a little bit, as much as 20 to 30 FPS. So that might be the differentiating factor there. But it's a really beautiful gun. It shot well-centered. It put most of the rounds right in the bullseye. You can't really complain about that. If you're shooting pop cans from 30 feet out, you're going to hit them all day long with this pistol. Again, check out my tabletop video for details, specifications, close-up video. This is a gorgeous gun. It's probably one of my favorite 1911s from Sig, other than the We the People. That's still up there. They're both nice, but this is more of a tactical, a little more squared off, not as rounded look as the We the People, more classic 1911. This almost has a little more of that Sig blockiness to it, but in a 1911. So I like how they've combined that with this gun. All right, if you're interested in buying it out, check it out in our Replica Airguns website over at replicairguns.ca for Canada, replicairguns.us for the US. I'll put links in the description. Again, check out my written review, tabletop videos. I'm going to have all my videos for this gun and reviews there written on replicairguns.com over in our blog, so you can check out the links in the description there. If you're interested in subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. If you're interested in other products, again, check out those stores because we have air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.